one of the reasons why I had to make this was because this end that plugs into the generator here is completely different from that end. So this is a 4-prong, that's a 3-prong, and I was never able to directly power it into the generator itself. So I figure what's the worst that can happen, I'll make one myself. I don't know if there's too many more videos where you can run your welder off of a generator.
Here, one hot goes into this one, to the gold wires.
Into the gold.
Right, that's the 2 hot. Put since you're getting the 3, put the black and the red into those 2.
Black in here. It don't matter though.
Right. Black and red over there.
Yeah.
The white up here and the green down there.
Okay.
All right. For this right here, this up. It's gonna be just 2. You can use just the 2 hot wires and the ground.
Okay. All right. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? So today, see, I have some wire, some outlets. So I'll explain to you what I have and what I'm doing. So I have a 3-prong 50 amp 250 volt inlet. This is a female inlet. This is it right here. See the pictures here. 3-prong inlet gives you the wire diagram, and this one is the grounds. These are the 2 hots. All right, so this is the part number here, or cat number, right? This is for the 3-prong 50 amps 250 volts, right? So I am coming from my this is going to be my outlet. This is what's going to send power into this, right? Via this wire. So this is what came in there, and this is a 4-prong, and as you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 inlets on there. That's for the wire. This is the part number here, right? It says professional. I ain't no professional. Mainly I'm showing you what parts you're gonna need if you're building an extension wire, because all right, so this is what's going on, right? I'm welding, or I'm starting to learn how to weld. I have my welding table over here, my pipe bender, all that stuff. This is probably gonna have to go outside. I have all my clamps. This is just some stuff I forged. I have all my clamps and stuff that I'm gonna be using when I'm welding. And the problem is, my welder uses a 3-prong wire, right? For you to get a lot of power out of it. And I want to plug it into my generator. But my generator, as you can see, is 4-prong. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And it goes from, well, it says 23 max. And this is AC alternating current, right? So I've ran it off my generator before using a standard electrical outlet. The problem is that, let me go over here. The problem is it cuts down my duty cycle on the welder itself. So instead of me maybe getting, and this is a Chinese made welder, so you're not going to be getting a lot out of it anyways. I don't even have the brand here. I think it's a Lotus or something like that. You're not going to get a lot of work out of it, but instead of me getting like a half an hour max, I'm getting like 15 minutes, and then it completely cuts down. So this is the step down. Actually, yeah, this is the step down piece that it has for it, right? So I'll try to get this out of here. I got this all tied up. So how they have it, right, is just the standard wall outlet that you plug into the wall, and then you would connect this into the, so this comes from the welder, and this is just an adapter. I want to be able to run it off of the full, as much power. I want to send as much power to it as possible, and I want to make an extension out of it. But instead of having this at the end, I wanted to be a 4-prong male that goes into the female of the generator. So now you understand what I'm saying. Is this I want going into the generator, and I want this to be the outlet that goes into the welder. So I went to Home Depot and I got the wire here that I needed, right? And this is the bag that it came in, 25 feet. And this is it here. So this particular wire, this one has 4 wires in there. I don't know if you can see it here. So it has the white, the red, the black, and the grounds, right? Sometimes these are green. So it took me a while. I was at Home Depot for a while, sweating like crazy, right? So the bag, this itself already has the as they try to label it as much as possible, right? The grounds, which would be the green, the white, this is actually W, right? I don't know if you can see it, and what would be the green, the white. So the white, all right, put it down here. So the white, red and black would, it doesn't really matter what side they're on. And then the actual, what would be the green or the grounds would go into here, right? So that's why it has the green right here and it has the grounds, right? So these are the 2 hot wires here, red and black, and white goes up here. When it comes out on the other end to the 3-prong, one of the wires is going to be left vacant, and whichever wire that you run into the grounds or the green, that's going to be the one that's left vacant. Usually in a car or something like that, grounds would always be black. But this one here, like I said, is the green one, which would be this. I'm assuming when I strip it down, actually when I strip it down, it's like a brownish thing that's in there. And I would probably run this directly into the ground itself on the other end. But yeah, I'm just giving the part you would need mainly because I'm not really a professional electrician, but I don't want to work in the shed while the generator is working, is running, because I don't want to get poisoned by carbon monoxide. So yeah, I'm going to be making my own extension wire, and it's going to be going from the generator 4-prong into the 3-prong to go into the welder. So parts, so you don't have to go to Home Depot and sweat and stress like I did. Make sure it's a 30 amp. You know, it's better to have too many amps. You know, to go over an amperage than under. You know, the wires get hot real quick, but you don't want to go too big, of course. You can see here, right? So this is 250. All right. So you know you're good on the power itself. This is going to save you a whole lot of time when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Tractor Supply didn't have any of this, and Harbor Freight didn't have any. So Home Depot or possibly Lowe's might be your best bet. But as you can see, this does not plug into this. But I already tried this in the 4-prong in my generator. Plugs up quite fine. I already tried this into my welder. Plugs up quite fine. So you take them off. See, this is all this is a cover. And you can actually get one that's round inlet, one of these that's round like this, right? But I couldn't find them. I mean, things are scattered all over the place at that hardware store, you know, so I was just satisfied with this. But you can actually get another version of this. That's round. So I'm gonna wire these in, and I'm gonna leave them bare out before I, you know, kind of put the wires through, so I can kind of go over them again. But right here, and I'm going to be plugging the outlet in here, so everything plugs up. So I have stuff on my generator to keep the noise down, and it plugs in, and I can run this outside, and I can have my welder on my wheel outside working, and I'm going to be bringing my welding table outside, and the generator can be running inside. So now that I know that everything plugs up, all right, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm back. So I've gotten a razor blade. If I can pick this thing up, come on. Razor blade here. You can use a box cutter, probably much safer. I put a piece of plastic over here just to help with my finger. And I stripped mine down the middle, my wiring that I'm going to be using. This is a 25 feet wire, and I'm just going to cut it here at the terminator, right, to expose some of the wire. Right, and because I'm not sure the length that I need to strip it, I'm going to kind of just set it alongside here to see how much I'm going to take off the wire. So when I put it in here, how far it's going to go in. So what you want to do is you want to take the screwdriver and loosen all of these, and you'll see inside of here it opens up and closes. I don't know if the camera is able to pick it up, but you can see when I screw it, it closes, it clamps down, and you just want to go around and open all of them to accept the wires when you put them in. Green side, and opposite of it is the white wire. So for my case, this bronze would be the green. White wire will go here. Red and black doesn't really matter which side they go on. You open them up, and after doing a lot of electrical work on my house, I've appreciated how much work, how much focus, and how proper you gotta be with the electrical work, because I've cost myself a couple $100. So if you're not sure, double check. ¿Qué pasa, niño? So all I'm going to be doing, just kind of measuring how much I'm going to cut off of here. So I'm just going to kind of clamp it around here, and strip this wire off and expose it like this. So I'm gonna have this go inside of here, right, and just clamp it down like so, right, like this, and that's it. I don't have anything exposed out, so I'm gonna do that with the rest of these wires. All right, y'all, so I've gotten all the wires stripped, and going to start putting them in and feed them inside of here and clamping them down.
Hi.
Yeah, my little pass that to me. Guess you can help me. You can hold it in here.
I need to eat.
Alright, well, go ahead and eat then. Alright, so I'm going to be putting where it says W in the white, and screw it in. This boy's gonna mess up my whole thing.
How?
In your underwear. So clamp this down. Go ahead and eat. People, you see in your brief already. Alright. Can I say excuse me though? Alright, so I got that one in. Matter of fact, it might be a wise idea to put all of them in first before you clamp it down, because these wires are pretty hard to work with.
How did this burn?
I don't know, probably not cool. So, yeah, might be a wise idea to catch all of them in there first. So, green is going to be this stripped out wire here. So I'm going to get them all lined up and then get them down in there. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle, and for time's sake, we'll just jump to this. Alright, so after a little bit of help from my son, I've got them all laid in. Like I said, I'm treating the stripped out wire here as the green wire, and the red goes into one side opposite of the black. Take this out the way. And the white wire goes into where it says W. So I'm going to kind of... What we got? I'm going to take this off, boy. I forgot to put this on there. Plate. Alright, y'all. So please remember to put this piece on that this will connect to. Or if not, you can put it in slide it on from the other end. I realized that after I took this thing apart. Again, I might have to get my son to come back and help me. But white, grounds, and red. There you go. Kind of hold them. So I'm gonna just press them a little bit. Screw it on. Nice and tight. Screw it on. Nice and tight. Keep a little tension on it. Screw it on. Nice and tight. Alright. And for the white side, screw it on. Nice and tight. Alright. You want to check your work. Make sure all of them are on there. Make sure they're all the way flush. They're the teeth inside of them. Make sure the teeth inside where you screw it down, make sure they're biting down on them inside when you tighten them up. You know, so the vibration, especially putting this thing on the generator, it's going to vibrate a lot. So you want to factor that in. I wouldn't say put Loctite on it, but you could. But I'm just going to really clamp this thing down. Alright. And they do sell an adapter, but because I'm so specific, I want it to be a certain length. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is these screws that attach this together, I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to sit this in here. Yes, sir. I know I'm your father. Oh, Aiden, I am your father. Where'd that come from?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader!
Remember you're still talking?
Alright. So I got that. Tighten it up. Actually, look like I know what I'm doing. So.
Wait, Dad, you got it.
Something like that. Tighten these up right here. The neck. If it'll let me. Ain't hard to get, huh? So I'm gonna come back after I've gotten this tightened down all the way. Alright, y'all. So this is how it looks. It has a little bit of space in between here, but wire is kind of hard to work with, and I'm not expecting it to be perfect. But this is going to be plugged into the generator here,
actually got it though.
Alright, so for this particular piece, this is the female inlet piece. So this is where the plug-in would go. I don't even know where the other piece, the cover that goes over here. But you gotta decide where are you coming in from. If you're coming in from the back with the wire and then curve it around up here, or you coming in from the bottom. I'm picking the easiest route, which is from the bottom. So I'm just going to get a hammer and punch a hole right here on the foot. Cause this okay. No need. And feed this through. All right. And now I'm going to put the black in the green here, and no, I'm sorry, I'm going to be putting the I forget. Oh, red here, black here, right? Because those are the two hots, and the white right here. And I'm gonna leave the actually, yeah, the white right here, and I'm gonna leave the green vacant. And I'm gonna still double check, but yeah, I'm gonna red, black, white, and this one here vacant. If I was doing 3 wires, of course, I would put the green where the green goes, red and black. But I'm gonna leave the one that would be green, which is the clear one, vacant. So I'm gonna get these all attached in, and then I'm gonna double check my work. Then I'll be back. All right, y'all. So this is what I did. I peeled back the AKA green wire. Feed it through here. To whatever porthole you want to use, and there are different sizes, and then I'm going to feed the wire up, and actually extend this red wire a little bit more, extend the 2 red and black wires a little bit more than the white wire, because the white wire is first. So put it through here, through there. Alright, then I'm gonna start tightening them down. Tighten this one down first, kind of hold it in place, which is the white wire. Alright, so that's in there. Tighten the black wire. Hot, too hot. Alright. So that's in there. Tighten the red wire. So tighten this down nice and tight. Alright. Oh, this is actually a little bit too short, so I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna try to pull them a little bit more and then get them in there. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. So I just want to get the black and red opposite each other and the white in the middle. All right, so what I wound up doing was I made the white wire, which was going in first. I made that a little bit shorter. I cut off a little bit off the tip, so you can see it's a little bit shorter than the rest of them. And feed it through here. Start spreading the wires. Feed it up. Okay. So, white in the middle. And loosen this up a little bit more. Push the white wire far through as I can get it. It was. Alright, loosen you up. Alright. I got them as far up as I want them. Tighten them up. So red is tight. The black is soon to be tight, right? And the white, make sure it's going to be clamped. I made sure that the plastic was covering, so making sure the screw is going to be clamped down on the wire itself and not the coating, the protective coating on there. All right. So here, nice and tight, nice and tight. And the AKA green wire, I left that vacant. Now I gotta find the cover to put over here. So the cover here comes with one long screw in the middle. All right. So I'm gonna slide the cover over. Not a big fan of electrical. But I'm not a big fan of spending a lot of money either. So I'm gonna drop this in the middle right here. Tighten it down. All right. And yeah, that holds that on. And then it comes with some other hardware to mount it onto the wall or where we so please. So the hardware screws here with the piece that go around the neck like this. Not sure where I'm going to mount this yet. So this is how it came out. Alright y'all, so I'm outside. First things first, I want to check. Boy, it's really hard to navigate. But I'm gonna check to make sure all my wiring goes in smoothly. Oh god. Alright. So that's up. Not all my wiring, but all the plugs connect up real smooth. Alright, so that plugs into my generator here. So, as a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed electrician or am I licensed any of this, even licensed and start my generator. So I'm going to be running my generator inside an enclosed area. I have a carbon monoxide detector. And I also have an exhaust. Well, let me get closer. An exhaust going outside to take the carbon monoxide out. Now, I will tell you, after the generator runs for a while, it still manages to have some kind of carbon monoxide. I think the tape that I put around here is still burning off, so it does put out some smoke. And I'm going to be checking the connectors for this here. So first thing I'm going to do is get the generator started. Good God. Oh, this thing it's locking. I forgot about that. When you put it in there, it actually rotates and locks. Just to make sure y'all don't break y'all stuff up. So I'm trying to get it in here. See if I can get it to fit. Okay. Okay, when it goes in, it locks. It's not working me right now, but trust me, it locks. It goes in and it locks. That's why it's called a lock-in end, right? So I'm going to get the generator started first, right? Put it on start. Run for a few seconds. It's over. Right? You don't want to be in here all day, right? This is the reason I'm doing this test. So I'm going to put this a little bit away from me, right? And I'm going to come over here. So this is over there, right? Because I've been electrocuted once before. It wasn't fun. So I'm gonna plug this in. Alright. So no fires yet. So far, things have been good. What I'm gonna do is plug this in here. Right? Then I'm gonna try turn this on, getting power. It's lighting up. So now I've made an extension, a 25-foot extension wire that powers directly out of the 125. So I'm gonna unplug this real quick. Twist it, take it out, then turn it off, right? But as you can see, I have power. It just shut down. But now it's getting the proper amount of amperage that it's supposed to get. So hopefully this will be better. But this is how you make a 25. I made a 25-foot, and I was doing it around gas. Silly me, huh? Generator, 4-prong, 250. No, I'm sorry, 120 to 245. 240. So this is how you make a 25 feet extension wire that goes from a 4-prong 120 AC 240 volt to a 3-prong 3-prong, let me see what it is here on here, 250 volt connector. And like I said, it just gives, hopefully this will give me a little bit more duty cycle out of the welder itself. But I'll start it up again. And carbon monoxide detector has not gone off as yet. Make sure you get one before you have any generator running. Start this up. Generator is on. Turn it off. Goes off. Turn it on. Now I can work outside, and now I have to be in here. I can run this all the way outside to my shed, to my outside garage, which I didn't show you guys when I was building it. I don't know. I lost interest in YouTube for a while. Unplug this again and turn it off. But yeah, I just wanted a little bit more breathing room. Like I said, it's been running for a few seconds. It's not terrible in here with the carbon monoxide, but I'm not trying to spend no hours up in here. So I can have my generator running the welder. I can have a portable heater going outside off the other plugs. And yeah, I don't have to keep running, because I was running it off like regular electrical cords like this, and it wasn't giving me what I wanted. So, you know, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I figured I'd do it myself. People were telling me I could buy it, an adapter, and, you know, piece them together, but I knew how I wanted it in my head, and this is how it came out. The wires are a lot harder to work with than I thought, but it is what it is. I can deal with that. I'll just have this routing outside, and then I can bring my my work outside and welding table outside, and I don't have, I was a little bit worried because I would keep the welder close to the generator itself. Actually, one of the reasons why I had to make this was because this end that plugs into the generator here is completely different from that end. So this is a 4-prong, that's a 3-prong, and I was never able to directly power it into the generator itself. So I figure, what's the worst that can happen? I'll make one myself. I don't know if there's too many more videos where you can run your welder off of a generator and converting a 3-prong into a 4-prong, but you know, somebody gotta be the first. If you guys like these videos, man, let me know. Also, let me know if you guys have any other suggestion as far as like better quality wire, more flexible wire I could use, because this wire is really has a lot of tension on it. Also, if you guys have a better way of making an exhaust for this generator, please let me know. It's okay, because it's actually putting out all, I feel as though all the exhaust, what I'm smelling is the burn off from that. And yeah, I definitely want you guys to tell me what's the proper setting to put this on to check high voltage. I'm gonna go back out actually and check it on my car to make sure that it's working proper. If it gives me the proper voltage on my car, then I know I didn't mess it up. But I didn't want to mess it up by keep sticking it in here. So I'm going to get this wire routed, but it's a little bit dirty. But yeah, this is how you do a 50 amp 250 female 3-prong with a 25-foot wire into a 120 AC 240 volt 4-prong, running it off your generator. So if you want to do mobile, you can do mobile. You know, you can 100% do mobile welding and have it running directly off of there. Yeah, you know, I want to give myself options. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's not complicated. It's just you got to pay attention. Well, it wasn't complicated for me, I guess, because I lost a couple dollars, you know, trying to do stuff myself, but I never gave up. So yeah, just don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. One love. Stay up, stay